Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video in this series we did discuss about versioning in Sitecore and specifically numbered version. In this video let's talk about the language related part of it, the versioning. So for that first we need to add a new language, and here we are on Sitecore 10.1 and on the launchpad. So let me go to the control panel. To add a language we need to go to control panel, click on control panel, and you can see that there is a localization section here. Under this you can find add a new language or delete a language. If you click on delete a language, currently we only have English. So but add a new language, if you want to add a new language you can click here. So let's add German language. So I can search for German, and there are again German different versions, different variations are there. Let's add German and Germany, and this D and E is auto populated based on this is the region code and as well as this is the language code. So combining this we can access the pages. So let me just click next, and auto populated again. You don't want to modify anything. So spell checker file, next. So it says language is added. Let's just check here. So you can see German and Germany. Let's go to the system item. One of the system item is there. Go back to the launchpad and go to desktop mode. And because we need to know where which item is that language item, right? So all these items are part of a system, and you can see there is a languages. So you have English language as well as DE. English is already existing, whichever you have, and the German one which is just created. So that has certain properties. We'll come back to the fallback in the later videos, dedicated video. How do we enable the fallback language? What are the settings we required? Is there anything changes we require at the code level? So other things. Then close this piece. We can also add language here. So add language. But otherwise, if you add through the control panel and add new language, it gets created here item. Now we can go to the content. So builders, let me open Sitecore demo local. So this is the English version. You can specify the language version here, the EN if you have DE. So the default is the English language, and if you go to the home tab, click on home. Now notice that there is an English language. If you have followed the previous video, there was some testing purpose I had created New Zealand English language, but I did delete that later. But currently, if you notice here, we have a homepage item which has an English version, but 0 versions for the German. Let's go to the contact one which we were playing with. So contact has English 2 versions, but German has 0 version. So that means there is no nothing for the German. But how do we add for German version? So you can click here and click on German. So it will tell you the current item does not have any version. So it says that there is no version in the German. So that's empty. So if you want, you can create. So for that you can click on add new version. Add new version. So you can go to the navigation title or title section. Observe that there is nothing here now, because remember these are all version fields. The fields are like unique across the languages, across the version. If you are doing it for the version, adding new version, it will just copy over and you're free to modify. That's kind of a value copy. In the C# language, value by and reference by, that concept is there, right? Copy by value, copy by reference, that's kind of a thing. So here when we create the new language, I mean a version in the new language, it's empty. So if I mention German language, I'll mention this German language. I'm not sure which one we are using, but that's fine. So I can publish now. Let me publish whole, because we added some language as well. And remember, you have to publish this German as well. So you will always get this option based on what languages are configured at that languages. So you can select all and just publish. Now we do have a German, I mean one language in German, sorry, one version in German. So once it publish, we can select. In ideal scenario, if you remember, like, okay, let me just show you sitecore.com itself. So if you go to Sitecore main website, this is multilingual. In a typical scenario, all the time you will have some drop down somewhere, like usually it will be top right corner. If you click on that, it will open the languages. So if you select some language, you can say this is a German language. So if you click on this, notice that there is this language context is changed. Once this context is changed, if you keep browsing it, it will keep in the currently selected language only. It will not go back to the English until unless we select it again, because that is part of a cookie and it keeps it keeps with it, and so that you need to change again and again. But if you want to come back to English, you can, and it will be default. So like that, here it is English version. Now if you want to change, obviously we didn't implement a drop down. So let me just go you contact, and you can select notice that. So we are selected DED and it is showing German language and German language. The reason being, previous ones we don't have anything here in the German language, so only German language. That in that context we use a language fallback, like just a simplest in a simple definition, like if there are multiple languages, always there will be one default language where all the content present, but next other languages we create, if at all there is some content is missing, we'll ask that, okay, show the language from the default language. So if something is missing here, maybe show from the English language, even though it is a German language. So something like that, that's a language fallback. We need to do few settings and configurations for that. We'll see in the future video, but this is how the language version is. And again, we can create another version. So see here, this is in the German, and if I'm clicking add version, it will be added, and you can notice that the German language version is copied over. So I can make now V2 and V2, save it and publish. So right now this has two versions in German, two versions in English, but you would know that which version is going to be published. So if you go here, and obviously it changes to V2. So in this way, adding a language is pretty easy. You just add the language to the control panel and add the add a new language, and here all you need to do is based on whatever the language you select, and you can compare between the languages as well. To compare the languages, so there is a translate button here. You can click on that, and current language is German. Let's select English and compare 1 to 1, or latest to latest is fine. So yeah, there is nothing. You can see bottom here. So left side it is German language and right side is the English language. There is no conversion available here, even though it says translate. It's just that it will show for content authors, okay, what is there in the particular language. So maybe other way around would be more helpful. So English and German, so they can just see here. So if at all they are like they're trying to enter here. The best way to translate here is like, if you have like any paid tools like there is LanguageWire and Clay Tablet and all those things, and can be integrated with Sitecore, and that will do the translation, or you can export this content and use those language tools and convert that into the particular language, and come back here and paste or place those converted text. Or if you have a content authors from different languages, like you have English content authors and as well as German content authors, where they can write the content in that specific language, you don't need any translations. At that time, the German content author, if you want to keep aligned with English and see the English, they can just I mean, it's other way around. I mean, if German is here, they can just keep modifying and by seeing the English. So vice versa. Sorry, excuse me, vice versa. It's again depends on the team. Either the team is well equipped with various language related content authors, or they need to use any translation tools. And again, if they are using translation tools also, they need some language expert, someone with a language expertise to validate those, I mean, proofread that content and everything. So that's how we do it. And also imagine sometimes maybe English language, the content is there. English is the default language in this whole website. Imagine that. And German is another language. So if particular text is not present in the German language, if it is an empty, would you require this to show English language? That is kind of a fallback. If at all that is required or not, then based on the language, fallback is whole different concept. Again, it required a lot of configurations and little code where and all you are going to use and all. And just to, before wrapping up, one more thing is, remember we are okay, just to see here, you might question like, okay, what I'm seeing this builders and bottom these things, why it is not language changed? Because remember, these are all like statically placed components on the sorry, this builders and this home top bar as well as footer are statically placed on the layout. You can see here this top bar as well as this footer. And the other thing is, always remember we have Sitecore, we did discuss about Sitecore context, right? In that sense, whenever you are doing, if you want to check the language, you can check the language by Sitecore context language. So you would always have a language. I mean, while in the code, when you are reading, you will know, you want to know which language currently the site is running on when the particular user is visiting the site. So this will give you whether that user is using, I mean, user is browsing the English language site or German language site, and based on that, if you want to do anything, you can do it. So you can click this. And also yeah, that's all from this aspects, the language and everything. One last piece is, let's just go to app config, site definition. So here you can also mention the language. I don't remember the language one. Let just me see you. Site there should be some language in that. That's what I'm just trying to see that. Okay, yeah, here it is. So if you're, because we are having a number of languages, English and all these things, right? Okay, but what is the default language it should serve when the user is visiting at the very first, that time we can just mention that it's a language is EN. So if you mention DED, that first time this language will be served is in German. So that can be configured using language, either whichever there is, that is configured at the site level. So that's all about the languages. In the later videos, we will see language fallback in detail. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.